I love this show. I just love that the characters, you've got the main character of Jenna, who's played by Carrie Hope Fletcher, and then the role of Dawn and Becky. I love how human and real they are in that they make they make mistakes or they make decisions that aren't necessarily textbook, musical theatre, the right decisions, but they're people who are living their lives, who are doing the best that they can in their circumstances, but really striving for hope. And I just
Mhm.
think so many people can relate to that. They're still strong women, but regardless of what they're going through at any one time, they have hope and they have that close family, chosen family unit between the three women. And I just think it's so important at the moment. There's so much going on in the world. Um, Having those friendships, I know the friendships I have that are like that are very dear to me. That they don't judge, they're straight talking as Becky is. My friends are straight talking, they will tell me, Sandra, I'm not sure about that, but I appreciate every word of truth that comes from their mouth because I know it comes from love. And I think that's one of the things that I love about this show. It just relates, so many people can relate to it for so many reasons, and yeah.
I definitely agree. I love that. I love the three women, the loyalty, the realness. And I also think there is a bit of you that goes, which one am I? I'm a bit of that one. I'm a bit of that one. You have got the best lines though, as Becky. I mean, she's straight talking, wisecracking, everything.
She's very funny. She really makes me laugh. She's fun to play, and it's funny because I always feel that I learn a little, and I'm a little bit influenced by the characters that I play. And I love, because she has a hard time. She is basically a carer for the man that she loved. Now, that's her story in this that comes out through the show. But her directness and her humor, realistically, they're coping mechanisms, and how many of us
Yeah.
do that?
So many of us.
In the face of tragedy or difficulty, you search for those things to push through, and she does that for herself, but also for her friends. She
And
keeps them laughing.
there's a lot of light and shade in this
Yeah,
musical because one minute you're laughing and thinking, oh my God, this is really, really funny. And the next minute,
yeah,
you are breaking your heart because,
yeah.
you're seeing what they're going through. For me,
Mm,
she used to be mine. Oh, it gets me right there all the time.
mm.
What's the moment for you, Sandra?
Ooh. Ooh. It's really personal. Um, I think mine would possibly be, there's a section that's called Dear Baby, where she's writing a letter to her baby, and she's basically saying what she wants from her baby, what she wishes, the love that she wishes her to find. And it's just such a tender and honest and frank sharing at that moment. And yeah, that always touches me. And song wise, probably Soft Place is beautiful. That the three of us sing together.
The writing and the music is just so fantastic. And because
Mm.
you've done this a number of times, have you managed yet to meet Sara Bareilles?
Oh no, not in person, but it's been brilliant. So this is the 10th year anniversary since its first debut on Broadway, and we've had creatives involved now who were key in the actual putting it together and putting it on for the very first time. And the fact that they're still passionate about it as well shows how much it's in everyone's hearts, and why, people like myself and Evie and Mark Wilshire as well, who's playing Earl, have come back and come back and come back again. Yeah, so we had a Zoom with Sarah, and it was so lovely because yeah, she did a Zoom. It was a surprise Zoom, and she told us some stories and told her what this show meant to her, and gave us an opportunity to ask her any questions about her music, or if there's anything that we wanted to know. But the the absolute jewels that they shared with us, it was it was Sarah, Jessie, the book writer as well. It was so beautiful.
I
Yeah, it
love
was really
that. I
beautiful.
absolutely love that. I also love your cast. I mean, I've seen Evelyn before in the
Yeah,
musical. She was incredible. I love Evelyn. Carrie Hope Fletcher,
yeah,
insane. And you've got
yeah,
Les
absolutely.
Dennis.
We've got national treasure Les Dennis, and the for me it's a special joy. And Carrie actually, because I know Carrie worked with him many years ago as well, and I did one of my first jobs, Hairspray. He was Wilbur and I was Motormouth
Nottingham
Maybelle.
Maybell.
Yeah, so I've seen him through the years, but to actually, what was it, 15 or 16 years later to get back together, it's so lovely to be with him and reconnect and go for dinner sometimes. But he's such a legend, and my gosh, the again, someone who's got that knowledge showbiz wise, and sometimes he'll sit and just share with you, and you can see everyone's like, because it's TV's Dennis, ladies and gentlemen. His knowledge of show business and his memories are just precious, as he is.
You need to do a podcast behind the scenes of Waitress. That would be
I
good.
know, I know, right? Behind the pie.
And do you know what? I think my last question to you, and I don't think I've asked you this before, so I thought, do you know what? What is your favourite pie, Sandra?
My favorite pie. This goes back to childhood, I guess. My very first audition was for Joseph and his Technicolor, or the Technicolor. I can't remember which way it is. Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat at Leicester Haymarket, and I was about 8 or 9, and it's the first thing that I'd ever got. And my sister and my mum were there, and we went into the Haymarket Centre, as it was, and there was like a little cafe called Piccolini's or something, and they did this red berry tart that they smothered in squirty cream. So it was very tart and quite sharp in flavor, but also sweet. It was lovely, and my mum bought it for me as a treat because she was like, "My bit," and she literally sat there going, "She's just got a show." She's just got she was like telling everyone she was so proud, and I always remember the taste of that. I think when I went back a few times as I got older, not it's not there anymore, but I remember always going back and having that memory of my mum being so proud, and yeah, so yeah,
That
it's
is
like a summer
lovely.
fruits.
That is a musical theatre pie and a half. Well, you will have to have some pie when you
Oh,
come to Manchester because we are loving having you back. It's going to be
oh,
absolutely fantastic. And we'll try and keep this weather nice for you.
thank you, because it's only a few days now. We'll all be up there by probably by Monday. So and we're opening on Tuesday. So come along. The tickets are selling very fast. There's very few left. So get booking.
We definitely will. We'll be fans and bring fans.
Yeah. Oh, I like that, Michelle. Be fans and bring. I like that.